All right, so in this video, I want to talk about manifesting and manifestation. You've probably heard it a lot. It's kind of a buzzword now, especially as more people get into crystals and spiritual healing and spiritual manifestation. And a lot of times people want to be able to create, uh, manifest their desires. And you'll see manifestation in almost all forms of religion, spirituality. You'll see it in shamanism, in witchcraft, and religion. And really, it's about ritual. And so rituals come in all shapes and form. Some people, they'll light incense on an altar. Some people will do rituals like for myself, I do a morning chakra cleansing ritual. I also smudge in the morning and I will cleanse my energies. And I have my morning ritual that I find sets me up for the day. But when it comes to manifesting, you'll see these forms of rituals in all types of spirituality, religion. And so manifesting can look like a few different things. Manifesting could be a ritual where you're asking for information, you're asking for guidance, you're asking for clarity. There's also manifesting that can ask for love, whether it's, of the romantic kind or just self-love. There's also communication that could be being able to communicate with others, being able to have the voice that you want to be able to communicate with people. But it could also be you wanting to open yourself up to be able to communicate to your spirit guides or to the universe and to your higher power in general. And then there's also manifesting abundance, where people are looking for abundance in any form, whether that's wealth, that could be abundance in your career, in how you connect with people. So there are different types of abundance. And so when it comes to manifesting, one thing to understand is there's helping the universe provide that which is necessary. And so that's where you really want to live when it comes to manifesting. Where you don't really want to kind of go to is attempting to force the universe to provide that which is desired but not needed. And so when it comes to manifesting, it's really about connecting with a need, and you can desire the things. Obviously, you want to have the things that you're manifesting, but there should also be a need. And so when it comes to manifesting with crystals, it's really taking those energies, taking that energy of the desire, the need, and the intention, and you direct that energy through the crystal to bring what's needed to be fulfilled to fulfill one's life purpose. And you working with the crystals is really about facilitating that fulfillment. And so sometimes when you try to manifest certain things, you might be asking for something and that desire doesn't get fulfilled. It's important to reflect and ask yourself, is this something that I need? Is this to my higher good? Is it to the highest good of all living creatures and all things? And if that's a no, or if you feel in your heart that maybe that isn't necessarily true, that then you need to kind of reflect and see if maybe what you're manifesting, if there's something else that you could. And sometimes I've tried to manifest things where I thought what I was asking for was for my highest good. And then it turned out that the universe had completely different plans for me. And that happens too, where instead of your desired outcome, what ends up happening is you get turned in a completely different path. I know for myself, I went through some pretty hard emotional stuff earlier in the year, and what I had asked for was clarity and I asked for, love and health in my relationships. And what I thought the path that I was going to go down was completely different than what the universe and what my life path truly was meant to be. And so even though I had relationships that no longer served me, the universe showed me that. It provided me clarity. It showed me things that I didn't even know were happening to me behind closed doors. And yes, it was hard, and I didn't get what I thought I desired, but I definitely got what I needed. And in reflection, sometimes, it's one of those things that come with age. When I was younger, when things didn't work out, it used to be so tragic. It felt like I'd never get it beyond it. But then as you get older, you start to take things with a little, with a grain of salt, so to speak, in the sense that now when I manifest a path, or when I'm working towards a path, I am able to trust a little bit more in the process, and trust that the universe really has its best intentions for me, and for it's what I need and what I desire, and for my highest good. And so sometimes when you manifest, you get what you asked for, and sometimes when you manifest, the universe has a funny way of showing you that the things that you thought that you desired weren't actually what you needed, and they show you a different path. So those are one of the things that I love about when I ask the universe for guidance, clarity, abundance. It can come in many forms that I didn't necessarily think was going to happen a specific way. And so that's kind of one of those things where you need to roll with it and go with it. And when I fought in the past, the path that I was supposed to take and the path that my soul was supposed to follow, it always felt like I was swimming upstream. Upstream. And but then as soon as I made the decision, as soon as I allowed myself to quiet and connect with spirit and connect with the source and connect with the universe, that's when I was able to hear my intuition and say, listen, trust in the process, trust that the universe knows what you need, and what you desire may not always be what you need. So when you do manifest, just keep in mind that you will get everything that you need, and you will get, the universe does provide. And sometimes when you manifest, it might look differently than what you expect, but it's always for your highest good.